Welcome back to the mirror field. Today we are looking at a phrase that rarely gets discussed in a practical spiritual way: inner static. Many people describe their struggles in terms of overthinking, anxiety, emotional overwhelm, or self-doubt. And those descriptions are valid. But some esoteric teachings point to another layer underneath all of that: the organization of the energetic field itself. In simple terms, if the field is disordered, the mind and emotions often feel noisy. If the field becomes more coherent, clarity becomes easier. This is not a replacement for psychology. It is another lens. A lot of sincere practitioners assume they are blocked because they cannot hear inner guidance clearly. But in many cases, the issue may not be absence of guidance. It may be signal interference. Too much internal contradiction, too much emotional charge, too much unresolved survival patterning running in the background. When that happens, intuition is not necessarily gone. It is just harder to distinguish from noise. In the teaching stream behind the series, one of the more interesting points is that when the inner field becomes more ordered, static begins to lessen. And as static lessens, communication with higher awareness becomes more accessible. That does not mean voices or visions. It can simply mean cleaner discernment, steadier knowing, less reactivity, more trust in what is actually present. This also helps explain why some spiritual practices feel powerful in the moment but do not last. If the field is not reorganized, the old pattern returns quickly. So, what can we do in practical terms? A grounded approach is to stop working only at the level of thought. When you feel overwhelmed, ask 2 questions. What am I thinking right now? And what is my field doing right now? Is it tight, scattered, collapsed, agitated, pulled in multiple directions at once? Then, instead of trying to fix the mind directly, introduce one coherent state into the field: appreciation, well-being, steady breathing, or simple presence. Not to bypass what you feel, not to suppress anything, but to give your system a new organizing reference. This is where many people notice a shift. The mind becomes easier to work with once the field is less chaotic. For advanced practitioners, this is a very important reframe. Higher consciousness is not only about reaching upward, it is also about reducing internal interference. This is the mirror field. In the next episode, we will look at color in a more functional way, especially red, and why color may be doing more than we usually assume.